Flashback. A woman was running in the dark night on a wide, lonely road, with a child of 14 or 15 years old, her precious son. Some people in black were chasing them. The mother and son ran for their lives, and then ran to the main road. They somehow successfully ditched those men behind them, and then the boy called someone. Daniel, uncle, please save us. The boy's cracked voice came, and a panicked voice came from the other side. They began to run again, but the mother's frail body doesn't have more energy to run. She collapsed on the floor. Run from here, leave me here, she said to her son. She doesn't want her son get into the hands of monsters again. Her life is already destroyed. No, Mom. How can it leave you here? He said, but by then his mother lost her conscience. He lifted his mother on his back and began to run again. Soon he reached an abandoned park and went inside and hid behind the bushes. Then he called his uncle again and shares his location. Soon someone got there in car and picked up both of them and went away. That boy Jay and his mother Laura were actually the wife and son of this psycho Peter. He took a great interest in Laura and caged her for more than 16 years. Her brother's best friends sold her to Peter and tried killing Daniel, but because of Jay she got to know he was still alive and had planned to run away from there. They secretly planned all that, and finally they contacted Daniel and planned a successful escape. However, Laura was not in a great situation. She was already weak and limp, so her body got paralyzed, and now is weak but still alive. From that time Jay has been planning a revenge on Peter and joined the Special Task Force in New York. He was a top officer in New York before he transferred to Korea because of his girlfriend Rhee, who happens to help him get information about Peter and helped him. Gradually they fell in love and got married in the presence of Daniel, his wife, Jake, Nu's family, and Laura along with her family, Hosuk, Jin, Taehyung, Jimin, Lily Bogum, and Wushit. It was a secret, so no one knew about it. Present. Jae Hyung's Mr. Jung has done a lot with your ama. Will you not give him what he deserve? Rhea, Nona, you too. Laura, auntie is your mother-in-law. Taehyung pouted, looking at them with puppy eyes. Jae and Rhea chuckled, seeing him like a kicked puppy in this situation. Baby bear, please be considerate about a heart that is going to explode beside you. Rhea said, pointing at Jungkook with eyes, and Taehyung looked there. Jungkook was already looking at him with whipped eyes. Taehyung got flustered at that. Yak Pookie. Don't look at me like that, Taehyung said, but the others stopped at their places. Yoongi, Namjin, and Suga were also looking like they saw a ghost, but were able to maintain that cold look, while a bit shocked as well. Kooky, Jimin repeated again, and this time everyone busted out laughing loudly, including Jung couples. Jungkook's ears and neck turned red in embarrassment. He couldn't stop them, nor Taehyung, but he was looking at everyone coldly. Taehyung pouted at them. Why are you all laughing? Kooky is a nice nickname. Isn't that cute? He said, acting clingy to Jungkook. Others nodded their heads, but couldn't stop laughing. That's cute, baby bear. But it's also true that your Kooky doesn't like having a nickname, Mrs Jeon said in between her laughter, and now Jungkook became more embarrassed. It's not like that, Elma. He said he liked the name. Taehyung said and pouted more, clinging more to Jungkook. Others just shook their heads, whipped. Yoongi dared to say that loud, and earned a glare from Jungkook. In all the chats, a scream echoed in the room. It was Mrs Jeon. Rhea just ripped her heart all of a sudden, that she didn't expect it. Everyone else also got alerted. Don't look at my husband with your eyes, you pig, she screamed. How dare you, she screamed again, and whipped Mrs. Jung again. Jae walked forward and punched Mr. Jung right near the eye, because still he was looking at Jin with wrong eyes. The others were already beaten to pulp, both ladies and men, all thanks to Taehyung, who didn't forget to drill their bones. Now they are extremely weak. Jin Hyung, you know how to treat them, don't you? Just fix their blood flow. No need to repair their bonds. Taehyung said, looking at them with dark gaze. How can Jin know that? Call a doctor. Mr. Kim said, being afraid to be treated by Jin. He was thinking if Jin treated them, then they are definitely going to die. As how can you not know the recent award winner in the medical field? Jin Hyung did so well in medical studies that university is giving him early opportunity to intern in the Seoul hospital. Isn't that exciting? Jimin said with a very cheerful voice. This was another bomb dropped on their heads. You all don't know, right? Jin Hyung didn't study business. He studied medicine. You guys are enough fools to believe us. Who knew torturers all along? Hosuk said, shrugging his shoulders like it's just a small matter. Now this is what betrayal tastes like. They tasted it now. Every bit of it. Without getting any discount. I mean mercy. Their own children pulling all kinds of strings behind their back. Calling them names. Torturing them to death. Not out of love. But they really expected something from their elder children. But now everyone turned their backs on them. Their past came haunting. Now they felt useless. They know they are going to end miserably. By looking at their own children. They knew nothing can be done now. Here Jen already started his treatment. He bandages their wounds, but didn't repair their broken bones. They were also not that young to recover. Oh, Mr. Kim, seems like your leg will never be healed. Baby bear had made a hole in you, bone. Just pray that your whole leg will not be removed. Din said while looking at the wound. Just kill us. Why are you still doing this? Mr. Park shouted, seeing them. But only God smirks in return. You love to play sick games, right? That's why we are playing sick with you. You love taking videos, right? Don't worry. We will do that for you. Imagine you lost your one leg and someone taking your videos and uploading on internet, making it viral. Then you will suffer diseases. And then lastly, you will die in pain. Taehyung said with a mocking, pitiful face. If you are not getting any disease even after all these, I'll simply use you all as rats in my experiments. Din said with a psychotic smirk. The parents' hearts already dropped in their stomachs. This is more disgusting and scary. What do they mean by diseases? Guess what? We are selling you people. You all planned to sell our baby beer and chimney. So now it's your turn. This time we will really sell you all. Wooshik said with a dead cold tone. Don't be so happy that you will be free from this. They'll sell your bodies daily. A few times a day. Isn't that good? You will make a lot of money. There are more sick people like you all. Bogum said with a disgusted tone. Everything will come back to you. Hosuk whispered, but everyone heard that, but the parents were already broken into cold sweat. They know now there is no escape. Namjin, are those people coming here, or should we take them there? Jen asked in a cold tone. His throat was hurting, and tears threatening to fall, but he swallowed it all. He doesn't really want to do that, but what his parents did was also so monstrous. What can he do? There were so many innocent souls demanding justice for their horrible death. All were underaged children. They saw the videos. How the children cried and begged. Some begged to kill them, unable to bear the torture. Some children didn't know what they were doing. Yes, Namjin Hyung. You call them once again. Taehyung said. Jimin and Hosuk also nodded their heads. But the pain was visible in his eyes. Baby, think it again. We'll give them to police. We understand you. They are your parents. It will be hard for you like this. Jungkook said, holding Taehyung in his embrace. Taehyung looked down, not wanting to show his teary eyes. I can't cookie. Those kids' faces are coming in front of me when I close my eyes. You see right how they were begging for mercy. Some begged for death. Some even don't know what was happening to them. That dead bodies and all. I can't live peacefully if those dead children didn't get the justice they deserved. Kooki, these monsters deserve it. What will they do behind the bars? They'll even get food to eat and water to drink. I don't want that. They should also beg for their death, Taehyung said in anger. But his voice choked. He was crying, recalling the video. Others were also crying with their heads down. They actually didn't plan it, but after seeing that videos, they can't stand it. So they managed police. They made fake evidences that says that their parents tried killing their children. When they exposed the truth and flew away, but died in an accident. The children were injured, and Alex and Peter will be in the police custody. Everything got settled. It was declared that Peter is a psychopath and Alex is a criminal. There were so many criminal records of them, and the court sentenced them to death. They really sold their parents to some illegal people through big boss connections. Everything was settled. There was a complete chaos on the city. Upon knowing the business of the cams, parks, jungs and cams, they got to know that those companies went bankrupt. But the legal business went on, because Jeons were supporting them. As victims of their own parents, Bogum, Woshik, Lily, Rhea earned some investments and some projects because of their capability. Taehyung, Jimin, Jin and Hoseok were the most affected people in all these. After all the things were settled, there was a lot of news, but their identity wasn't revealed outside to the world as their children. Their elder siblings took all the wrath. As Lily was Jin's cousin, she helped him. Flying keeps himself busy with housework and works in the lab relentlessly. The moon in the house lost its light. Namjin tried to help him in subtle ways he could. Dan always felt peace when Namjin is near him. So naturally he stays more with Namjin. Hoseok keeps himself busy with the shoots. Suga has helped him with that. The sunshine of the house doesn't shine anymore. In the holidays, Jimin had taken a part-time job as a dance teacher in a studio to keep himself busy. The cutie mushie has no sissy backups for no. Taehyung had taken the art classes for students as a part-time job. They just keep themselves busy all day so that they can forget the incident. Jungkook, Namjin, Suga and Yoongi stay with them. As Woshik, Bogum, Rhea, Lily and Tai were really busy traveling between places and making settlements of the mess their parents created. At nights, Taehyung have nightmares. He wouldn't sleep after that. This ultimately lead him to cause insomnia. In cries daily and Namjin embrace at night. Jimin sometimes gets nightmares, but mostly they are not as violent as Taehyung's. Hoseok gets exhausted with work that he barely can open his eyes now. Yes, all of them share bedrooms. John's, Kim's and Min's often visit them. They understand the situation of them, so they don't pressurize them more. It's been 1 week this is being continued. Jungkook couldn't hold anymore. He wants his Taehyung back. The sassy, brave, mischievous and badass one. It's not like they have totally cute off people. Nope, they are not lively anymore. Even though they spend time together, Jungkook have matches to concentrate. Suga gets busy with music. Yoongi has matches as well. And Namjoon is the busiest Youngsu. Despite their busy schedules, they take out time to spend with them. One day, "Mom, is everything ready?" Jungkook asked Mrs Jeon. "Yes, Cookie," came her teasing tone from the phone. "Mom, please," Jungkook said, his ears turning red. So today is it holiday, and to light up mood, they have planned to go out. But seems like they have planned something. He called to someone again. "Hi, are they ready?" Jungkook asked. "Yes, Jungkook." The voice came. He hummed and ended the call. He came to Taehyung's room and sat on the bed. The strawberry scent of Taehyung still fresh in the room. "Baby, how much time would you take?" he said to Taehyung, who is getting ready. It's been more than half an hour, and Taehyung still didn't come out of the walk-in closet. "Just a minute, Cookie." Taehyung's voice came. "Baby, you have been saying this from the past 10 minutes. If we are late, then Jin Hyung will probably leave us here," he said, whining hard. Just then Taehyung emerged from the walk-in closet. He was looking so beautiful, even with simple white shirt and light blue denim. A light jewelry added. Jungkook was admiring his beauty without even blinking his eyes. Taehyung blushed a little. "Cookie, stop staring," Taehyung said, looking down, trying to hide his red cheeks. Jungkook just chuckled and pulled Taehyung by his. I love you are so beautiful that I can't take my eyes off you. They are refusing to see anything else other than you. Jungkook said, enjoying the flustered look on Taehyung's face. Cheesy, but aren't we getting late? Taehyung asked, trying to change the topic. We are, but since you dressed so beautifully, why not help you? Jungkook whispered in his oar and, tightening the grip around his, Taehyung blushed furiously. Kooky. Please, Taehyung said, but Jungkook's eyes were still having the glint of mischief. Okay, okay, we'll go. But first give me our, Jungkook said, and Taehyung looked at him with wide eyes. His brain short-circuited. They have, but on cheeks, forehead, and palms. But today Jungkook was asking him to. Suddenly, Taehyung felt nervous. Taehyung whispered in nervousness. Jungkook understands his nervousness and smiled. Baby, you don't need to be nervous. It's just me, right? Jungkook said, and his forehead. Taehyung closed his eyes. But in his heart he was feeling guilty for that. It's been only a couple of weeks of their relationship, but Jungkook surely showered him with a lot of love. Even before their relationship, he took him to different places, took care of him, showed him love and friendship, stood up for him whenever he got into trouble, even took scolding upon himself just to save him from more trouble. After they came into a relationship, Jungkook was even more attentive, took care of him like a child these days. But when it comes to his turn of showing love, he's turning away. Taehyung felt terrible about himself. Jungkook guided Taehyung downstairs, where Yoonmin, Namjin, Sope were waiting for them. Jimin instantly noticed the gloomy expression of his soulmate, but didn't ask much. He knows his soulmate is not upset about Jungkook. How can he when his lover is taking care of him? Like that is something precious in the whole world. So he kept quiet for that moment. Well, everyone is here. Let's get into the car. We have to reach there in time, Namjin said, looking at his watch. Others nodded their heads and got into the cars with their partners. Well, only Jungkook, Namjin, Yoongi and Suga knows what's happening here. Their lovers didn't even have an idea what's coming their way. They were told that it's a surprise for them. As per their knowledge, their other friends went to holiday trip with their parents after all the mess. Time skip. The cars stopped in front of house. Taehyung, Jimin, Hoseok and Jin were confused, but they came out. It looks like an orphanage. There was a name board with name of the house. Happiness. Jungkook signaled them to move ahead. There was a colorful board, and thank you so much was written on it with bold letters. They were confused now. When they walked further, there was another banner. You are our hero was written. Again confusion all over their minds. After walking more ahead, they saw a lot of banners thanking them, with balloons, banners and many more. Then few children came in the front, handing them lotus and sunflowers with bright smiles on their faces. Taehyung recognized one of the boy around 6 years. A single tear fell from his eye. Taehyung knelt down in front of him. He softly held the boy and looked at him. He was having a small bandage on his hand. All the other wounds were almost healed. You are okay, Taehyung said in a broken tone. His throat was hurting. Even Jimin, Jin and Hoseok recognized other children now. They were also in tears. Angels, why are you crying? You didn't like us? The boy asked timidly, seeing tears in their eyes. Taehyung just busted into tears, hugging the child. The boy returned the hug, but didn't understand why his angel was crying. Don't cry, Angel. You are my strongest superhero, he said with an innocent smile. These kids were rescued from the traffickers. All of them were orphans. So Jeon's, Min's and Kim's decided to keep these children in the orphanage, and named it Happiness, under Taehyung's, Jimin's, Jin's and Hoseok's name. This was the surprise they were talking about. You are okay, you are not having any pain, right? Taehyung asked, checking the child from head to toe. Other children also surrounded them. Even Jimin, Jin and Hoseok started checking them while crying. No, Angel Hyung. See, I am all fine. Just because of you all. You saved us, the boy said with a big smile on his face. Taehyung smiled at him. He doesn't want to remind the past. For the children, kids? Let's get inside, okay? It's getting hot here, Taehyung said, taking hands of two children and walking towards the door of the house. Then Jimin and Hoseok were the same. The other children were following them. After they reached, they all saw around the four people, Mr. and Mrs Jeon, men Kim, their Hyungs and Nunes, along with their friends, were also there. They were surprised seeing them here. Hyung! Taehyung screamed and jumped on Wooshik. Wooshik and Bogum was in Busan for the last week. Jimin was like a monkey climbed on Bogum. He wouldn't get down. Hoseok glued himself to Rhea, not letting her off. Din was in Lily's embrace. They were all busy. That they didn't see each other in this week. You didn't even? Mrs. Anamort Supin asked with a pout. Taehyung hugged him too. And others, one by one. They greeted each other. Taehyung went to Mr. and Mrs. Jeon. How are you, Alma? Pihet greeted them. They were also busy on an important project this week. Din met with Kim couple. And Jimin and Hoseok met with men's. Baby. There are more surprises waiting for you. Taehyung looked at Jungkook in disbelief. More? This is the best I can ever get, Kooki, Taehyung said with moist eyes, seeing the children. But Jungkook just led Taehyung into the hall. No, baby, there is more, Jungkook said. Everyone else also followed them behind. The hall was decorated with balloons, ribbons and other decorations. The lights went off suddenly. And, focused on the stage, there were children with intense care unit. All were handicapped in some way. Some didn't have hand, some didn't have leg, some were having crutches, some were sitting in wheelchairs, some were walking with the help of sticks, some were just standing. Then a music played from the speaker, and the children who were able to sing, sung the song, and other dancer as they were taught. Taehyung was a crying mess in this time. The song they sang was the song his grandma sings for him. She was Taehyung's favorite person. But, unfortunately, she was killed by her own child. Lastly, after their performance, they played a video of the children saying thank you for providing them a home and sending them to school. They showed how the kids enjoyed having education, fun with other children, and many more they did in these weeks. Taehyung broke down once again, but he was happy for these kids. Though they were traumatized, they were brave enough to overcome it. They played in the garden with the kids. They took special care while playing with disabled kids. Taehyung, Jimin, Jin and Hoseok were very happy seeing the kids smiling at them. The kids called Taehyung as Angel Hyung, Jimin as Cutie Hyung, Jin and Handsome Hyung, and Hoseok as Smiley Hyung. Within one day they were attached to them. After the monsters were arrested and taken into custody, the police found these children and young people in the basements. They took care of all of them and sent them to home. These children were orphans. They need a home. So Jungkook proposed on letting Taehyung, Jin, Jimin and Hoseok take care of these children so that they'll be happy and guilt-free. Because if the condition goes more worse, Taehyung might have slipped into depression because of guilt. Others also agreed, and the result was quite fast. The four angels were really happy and were not so guilty as they were before. After meeting with the kids,